What's up, everybody? It's Saturday. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. You guys will probably see this video not until next week sometime. But I got a job today. Got a job, small job tomorrow as well. We're down near Georgetown, South Carolina. And I don't know if I'm going to do tomorrow's video with this video. Not sure yet, but we'll see what we've got. But I got the Mini here. We're in a little backyard. We've got some cleanup and some brush cutting to do. So let's take a look at what we got. All right, got a little backyard here, and we just got a little bit of stuff to get out of the way. Owner's got me a dumpster right around the corner of the house there. So I got the Mini with the smooth edge bucket here. I have the tooth bucket too, but for doing debris removal cleanup jobs like this and junk removal, this smooth edge bucket is the way to go. Tooth edge bucket, because like when you're raking up this smaller stuff and scooping it up, you know, the tooth bucket just tears up the ground. A lot of times the smaller stuff will go through the gaps in the teeth and stuff like that. So if you're doing a lot of junk and debris removal, smooth edge bucket is the way to go. So I'm gonna start back here. We're just gonna rake all this stuff back. That's a big pile of carpet. I'm gonna just rake all of this back into a pile. Shouldn't take too long. Throw it in the dumpster, and then I'm gonna grab the brush cutter, and we're just gonna mow all this down. I've got the mulcher too. I may need the mulcher for some of this stuff in here a little bit because there's a house right there, but I'm worried about the junk in here. And the owner told me there shouldn't be any more junk back there. He went back in there, but I just put brand new knives on little Munchie, and I don't want to tear them up if I can help it. And the brush cutter will just take down pretty much anything in here, so we shouldn't have too much of an issue. There's nothing real big here. We might have to take down like one of them little pines right there, but I can use the mulcher on them. They're not nothing big. The brush cutter would get them, but there's that house right there. But the rest of this brush cutter will take all this out easily. So got a little bamboo in here. I told the owner that stuff's gonna come back, but we'll knock it down. If you guys know John over at Upstate Brush Control, you know he's been dealing with a big bamboo job. We have some of it here, but it's not like super prevalent, but we have a little bit of it here and there. I see it here and there, but not too much. So, all right, let's hop in the machine and get started. Okay, I got the big debris cleaned up, everything that the owners can't handle on their own. Just got the brush cutter hooked up really quick, and I'm gonna start right here on this end, and we're just gonna start working our way down through into the woods. Got about 3/4 of an acre or so to get done in here, so we should be able to get that done today, I hope. That's my goal. So just start in here and just start knocking all this stuff down and chewing it up, breaking it up, making it more maintainable, I guess. Well, unfortunately, it looks like tragedy has struck the brush cutter. I hit some kind of chicken wire or barbed wire right over there in that corner, and it wrapped it up in there. I got it out, but it looks like a piece of the wire went like up into the bearing housing, and so I'm gonna have to unbolt the plate carrier from the bottom, the thing that the blades are attached to, that triangle piece. So that's gonna have to come out so I can get that out of there, because it doesn't seem like it's spinning right. So I don't think it hurt anything. I just gotta take that off to get it off, or get that wire out. So big munch, or little munch it is. Right through there, I got all the way to there. There wasn't really any trash, and I actually stopped and worked my way back this way, because I was like, if there's any trash gonna be back this way, I'll use the brush cutter, and I was already planning on doing the rest of that with the mulcher anyway, because I think it's all pretty clean back that way. I still have to get around. The only part I'm worried about is right here, like a little bit around this shed maybe, and then this little area right here, but I'll just be super careful. There's not much there, so I think we're good, and I'll try to get the rest of this bamboo. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this down and see what it looks like. far has definitely had its challenges, to say the least. But we are slowly but surely getting it. And that's all that matters. So I'm just coming through here, making a swath. Just sweeping the mulcher side to side out as wide as I can to cover as much ground as I can. Right here, it's not a bad tree. The rest of this stuff in here is just junk. Couple of really big pine trees over here. Good night. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna try to get through all this. Get through all these trees and navigate through them, because they are kind of in my way. Cutting pretty good. I will probably have to touch them up after this job, but they're still cutting really good. Right there, so we're almost there to the back corner, the back line. My original plan was to come down here, get all the trash with the Mini, and then come back and do the rest of this, the mulching part in the back here with the skid steer. But after looking at it, I was like, you know what, I think I can just get it done with the Mini, knock it out in one trip, save the guy a little bit of money, because I would have had to charge for 2 trips. This is a 2-hour round trip for me to come to Georgetown, which is not outside my territory. I do a good bit of work in Georgetown, but it's still a little bit of a drive. pretty small, little volunteer stuff. Now, if we were taking down bigger trees, I would definitely have brought the skid steer back on another day after we dealt with the trash and done it with that. But for this little bit, this little stuff, little Munchie can handle this stuff, no problem. Not much problem whatsoever. Your Memorial Day weekend. We are about halfway through with this job. I got mowings. Oh, I got another job down here in Georgetown to do tomorrow. And we got to mow properties on Monday, so I'm working Memorial Day. So I got stuff to do. So we're about halfway done. We'll take a look at this when it's done and see what it looks like. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, this job's done. Got that all mulched out, looking good, underbrushed out. Owner's super happy with everything. He didn't really understand how much land or space he had back there. And the whole lot's right at an acre, so that's probably like right at 3/4 of an acre. So he's starting to get ideas about something he could maybe put back there, build back there. Possibly. There's some big trees in here. So these are some monster hardwoods in here, and there's a couple of big pines back there too as well. This is really pretty in here. But yeah, there's a lot of room back there for activities, and just needs a little bit of leveling and grading. A couple of stumps either ground up or pulled out. There's a big one right there. But yeah, this is a really nice little area in here. So we took it pretty much all the way back to that ditch line, which is the property line. And I'm really glad it took me a little longer to do it with the skid steer, but I'm really glad I had the skid steer, because back there in that corner back there, it got really tight around some of those trees and stuff like that. And I was able to do a much more thorough job getting in and around the trees. If I had just had the skid steer mulching this, I wouldn't have been able to do as thorough of a job. There'd be whole patches in between the trees and stuff. You can see there's almost nothing in between the trees, nothing. I got almost every little bit back there between the trees. So I was able to get right here around this shed, right here through here, all the way down that ditch line, behind the shed. So all that turned out really good. So needs a little fine tuning in here to make it usable. But that's at least maintainable for now. Some of these humps need to be knocked down, like that dirt hump there, unless you want to do that with a weed eater. But yeah, so that was a backyard brawl right there, but we got it done. Fun times. So I'm gonna load up a little munch. We got another job to go look at. We'll see what that's about. I don't know if I'm gonna include that with this video or not. We'll see. So let's go take a look at that, and maybe I'll catch you on the next one, maybe I won't. Let's go see. Okay, so here's our little Sunday side project. The client, who's one of my regulars, he developed these houses right here, and whoever did the site work came in here and they backfilled and they put in this little easement here, driveway, for the back side of these houses. And he wanted me to mulch this down, but whoever backfilled it, and this happens a lot, they need really cheap backfill where they know they're not going to be building, because I don't think they can build back in there. They'll use just stuff they tear out from like old driveways and concrete and stuff. So all of this is just full of concrete and cinder block and brick, and I mean there's big chunks of it in here. There's some shingles right there, which that could have come from when they built the house, but I mean there's just chunks of concrete everywhere. So I was like, I was like, we ain't mulching this, homie. And it's really wet back in there too. It's full of stumps and trash, and I don't know, it's kind of holding water. Trying to figure out if that's wetland. I don't think it is, because they backfilled it to build this road in here. But I mean there's some aquatic plants. But I said the easiest thing to do is to just, we can move those stumps, just bring in a ton of dirt and just cover it all over with dirt. That'd be the easiest thing to do. So I don't know, but what we're gonna do is clean up this island. The guy who did the cleaning work didn't clean this up, so we're gonna clear all that up. Go away, yellow fly. Yellow flies are horrible out here. I call them yellow flies, some people call them deer flies, whatever. So we're gonna mulch all these little wax myrtles down, clean this up, open it up, make it look nice. I'm gonna touch these teeth up on the Mini first. They took a little bit of a beating over there on that backyard job. Unfortunately, brand new teeth, but it is what it is. That's mulching for you. So let's clean these teeth up, sharpen them up a little bit, and I'll kind of go over that. I've made some videos on teeth sharpening before. I've never sharpened these over sharpened teeth, so we'll take a look at that and get started. All right, we got two different styles of teeth here. We got these over sharpens and we got these under sharpens. So they're both pre-Noth OEM teeth, but they're just a little bit different design. And they got a little beat up on that backyard job we just left. So let's touch them up. I'm using a DeWalt 20 volt and I'm using a 40 grit head. And if you're grinding teeth, sharpening teeth, use eye protection. Got this old pair of goggles. They work. Try to not hit you guys in the face with sparks. It messes up the lens, though I did buy some new lenses the other day. So you can see the over sharpen, you sharpen from the top. Under sharpen, go from the bottom. And these teeth are fairly new, so they really just need to be kind of touched up here on the tips a little bit. Just a tip. Ha ha ha. And that'll sharpen that right back up. A lot of times I'll just take my finger and kind of do like that right there. That ought to do. That's all they really need. Alright. The thing I don't like about the under sharpens, I have to look under some of them just to figure out if I've sharpened them. Let's do some of these over sharpens. Oh, that one got mauled right there. That's no good. I'm gonna touch that up from the bottom just a bit. I don't know if that's gonna hurt anything or not. I don't know, but it just seems like it kind of needs it. I don't know. I would rather not do that, but was kind of mauled. Oh yeah, that's sharp. That's sharp. Now I'll be honest, I do not really know what I'm doing with these over sharpened teeth, because I've never sharpened over sharpened teeth or top sharpened teeth, so I really don't know. But you know, they're just mulcher teeth. It ain't rocket science, you know, so just grind them until they're sharp. Grind them until they're sharp and you should be fine. I will say, I think these over sharpens are much easier to sharpen than the under. Yeah, it seems a lot easier to sharpen these, honestly. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but it seems so. Alright, let's do the rest of these under sharp. Oh, I got one more. Alright, I'll do the rest of these under sharpens and we'll get to work. All right, that turned out lovely. That looks good. I guess the landscapers need to come back and maybe do a little more sodding or something right here, and then I would just cover this in pine straw. Turn that into a little pine straw bed, because the pine trees, you know, there's enough of them left where they're going to drop their natural straw there, and just turn that. And there's not, I don't think you'll ever get grass to really grow right there. I would just turn that into a pine straw bed, and that'd be pretty nice. Got plenty of pine trees to do it. I tried to leave as many of them as I could. I took down a few of the real small ones, but you know, they're getting plenty of sunlight. Even the small ones should come up, so, and they're not too close together. Like, there's a pretty good bit of space between those three, and that one's a little small, but there's enough space there for it to have plenty of room to grow. So, oh man, the flies and mosquitoes out here on this property are awful. They have been just dogging me the whole time I've been here. All right, well, that was fun. 2 projects knocked out in 2 days, so happy with that. So I'm gonna load this bad boy up and on to the next stuff. I gotta mow some properties all day on Monday. Probably not gonna film that. It's nothing exciting, but we've got a lot of mulching projects coming up, so stay tuned for that. Going down to CCE next week to hopefully pick up the new mulcher for the skid steer, the new TMC that we're going to be trying out. So I'm going to be going down there on Thursday, I believe. They're bringing it on Wednesday, I think, and then I'm going to go down there on Thursday, and we're going to try to get it hooked up and tuned, and that should be fun. So I got a lot of stuff coming up, so stay tuned. I'm getting out of here. It's Sunday. I'm going home. Hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. I'm out. Bye, everybody.